Welcome on in, everybody, to Big Play, Big Bets. It's all presented to you by Tipico Sportsbook. Go download Tipico Sportsbook. Get up to 5% cash back on your bets. It's the highest cash back in the land, baby.
Nick,
up
did
to
you
5%.
see they've given away $1 million in cash back already?
Over $1 million.
That's pretty cool. It was just, I saw that on X or Twitter.
Yeah. Good stuff from Tipico. Make sure you download it. Use promo code BPBets100 and start getting some cash back on your bets. Dave, the playoffs are here. Happy NBA playoffs to you.
We made it.
We made it. Let's start off with our Cavs, or you want to end out with Cavs? I think we start with them.
Let's start with it.
Right.
Get it out of the way. Get our nerves out of the way.
I am nervous.
This matinee game.
Game 1 in Cleveland, like Dave said, bright and early, 1 p.m. tip time.
Thoughts
At
on that,
Rocket
by the
Mortgage
way?
Fieldhouse. I like it.
You do?
Big
Why?
fan of Game 1. You know why? Because
No
I
one's
could
watching
watch
it?
this game. Nobody's watching it. I could sweat it out, get all my nerves out, and then whatever happens is going to happen, and then I could enjoy and bet on the rest of the NBA slate with no nerves because it'll all be behind us. Game 1 will be over. The result is going to be what it is, and we'll be getting ready for Game 2. So I like getting it out of the way early so I could focus on my bets for the later games.
I like that. Yeah, I think getting the first game out of the way and then get us into prime time on Monday night.
Yep.
That works for me.
It makes sense.
I am nervous, though.
Cavs in this game, I'm nervous too. This spread makes me even more nervous. 4-point favorites in this. The total is 206 and a half. Neither team particularly hot in this one.
Yep.
In their last 10 games, the Cavs are 4-6. The Magic are 500 at 5-5, and they split the series at 2-2 this year. So this is going to be a dog fight of a series for our Cavs.
Yeah, Orlando's not good on the road. We got that going for us. It's just we're so
we're jaded from last year.
We're very, very jaded from last year. We're like a wounded dog. It's we have to come out strong, get a win, and get some confidence back.
I was just talking about this with Tony Pesta on the show.
Yep.
Man, we're going to learn a lot in Game 1. You got to come out hot, get Game 1, cover this 4-point spread, and Dave, our nerves will be gone by Monday. If they go out and cover this 4, we win our bet, we win the big play boost, and Jared Allen gets 10 rebounds, Mitchell goes over his points, Strus hits 2 threes. We're feeling a lot better about this come Monday.
And this is the reason we brought in guys like Max Strus.
Yep.
We've seen him go off in the playoffs.
Yep.
Raining
He
threes.
just came
That's
from the
why we brought him here.
He was just in the finals.
Yes.
He is a tenured, seasoned vet. Same with George Niang. He played big-time minutes in the playoffs for the 76ers. He brings, both of those guys bring a little bit of that attitude and toughness that the Cavs were missing against the Knicks.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
I'm going with it.
If George can hit his shot, I think he's going to get some minutes. I put this bet in over 5.5 for George. I think JB is going to give him minutes in this game.
JB loves him.
He does, but he doesn't love him if he isn't hitting his shot. I want to see if the line has moved on George Niang.
It's still 5.5 as of this morning. Yeah,
it is. Wow, still. It's minus 120 instead of minus 115. No big deal. Yeah, give me 6 points from George. Give me a win. Give me at least 20, 25 from Donovan, and I think we get that W.
I like it. Let's look at the futures for this series. We could have some fun with these.
Yep.
I got the Cavs in 5. That's the bet that I locked in right as these odds dropped. I already placed it, so there's no turning back now. I went with that last year against the Knicks. Obviously didn't work out, but my reasoning is still the same, that the Cavs are far and away the more talented roster.
Right.
Print out both of these rosters, look at them side by side. Cavs are far and away the more talented team. The natural progression of things, like we saw with the Knicks previously, they got beat up by the Atlanta Hawks. Trae Young was a villain in New York. They had to go through that to beat the Cavs easily last year. The Cavs have now been through that, and it's their turn to punish the Orlando Magic. They talked about it all summer, so I'm going with Cavs in 5.
Yeah, and I like this matchup too. And I think the Cavs really like this matchup as well, and I think they meant for this matchup to happen in round 1 to get that confidence and get into the round 2 and so JB doesn't get fired.
Yeah.
And so I think they have a good game plan. But yeah, we'll see.
All right. No predict Cavs and how many? No predict.
I looked at this. I haven't locked it in yet.
All right.
I had it pending and I didn't place it. I have Cavs in 6.
Okay.
I think that's what I'm going to go with.
All right. I like it. Should we pivot? Should we drop some nerves and pivot elsewhere around the association?
Please.
Let's go to Minnesota, where the Timberwolves have a tough draw with the Phoenix Suns. This is a 3 versus 6. Minnesota got Karl Anthony Towns back. So that's a big deal.
Suns have their number, man.
He hasn't looked great in his 2 games back either. And that's going to be a big thing because now you're jockeying with what worked. When Cat went down, Anthony Edwards looked good as the distinguished leader in that offense. But I don't know if that could maintain. And like you said, Phoenix has Minnesota's number this year.
Even though they do, Cat's going to look better in the playoffs. Edwards is awesome.
Yep.
I think this might go 7.
Yeah.
But give me the Timberwolves. I think they win in 7 at home.
I like that. I might tail you on that future. Wolves in 7.
Yeah.
I think they take game 1 though.
Yeah, I do too.
T-Wolves in game 1. It's a 1.5 spread. It's a pick 'em. They don't know either. That's why the spread is 1.5.
If you force me to, I'm going to bet series on this, but if you force me to bet it, I'll take the home team. I'll take Timberwolves.
All right, I like it. Let's keep on moving. This is the matchup, guys, that the Cavs were actively trying to avoid. The 2-seed New York Knicks. Ooh. They landed the Philadelphia 76ers. Tough draw because Embiid is back. The playoffs are here. You know he's hunting the free throws. I wish I could bet on Tipico over free throws for Joel Embiid because whatever that number would be, I'll take it. I'll probably take Embiid's over in points, knowing that most of those will be free throws. And I'm going to go with the 76ers to cover this 2.5. I like Embiid. I like Maxey.
Okay.
They flexed their muscles in that close, tight win against the Miami Heat in the play-in. I'll go with the Sixers to cover the 2.5.
Here's the issue with betting this. Both teams are extremely hot. So you've had the Sixers. They've won 9 straight, including that playoff game.
That's incredible.
Knicks have won 5 in a row as well. Both of these teams are coming in with momentum. Whatever, you have 2 teams really going at it, looking very, very good leading up to the playoffs. I will take the home team in New York.
All right.
I'm going with the Knicks in game 1.
All right.
I think the 76ers win the series, though.
Okay.
Yep.
I like that. Same. I want to see the Knicks get bounced. I want them to, and that too, that proves the Cavs' decisions right, to avoid Philly at all costs. Yeah. That was the right maneuver. All right, let's go out west. The Denver Nuggets, 6.5-point favorites at home against LeBron James and the Los Angeles Lakers. Nuggets,
I hate this.
3-0. I hate this for LeBron. It's a rematch of last year's Western Conference Finals where the Nuggets swept LeBron and the Lakers.
Yep.
The Lakers have won 12 of their last 15.
Yeah.
So they're not horrible. Denver's just really good. Nikola Jokic is just really, really, really good.
LeBron loves that dude.
I got to take Denver in round 1.
You're going against your guy.
I'm going against my guy.
Against
Denver,
LeBron James.
Denver's just
could be his last.
It's not going to be his
series
last. With the Lakers
as a Laker.
Yeah.
No, he's going to play like 7 more years.
I don't know about that either, but yeah, I'm gonna go with. I'm at least gonna take Denver in game 1. I can't. Once the thing flips to LA, then maybe we're talking something different. I'm not.
Are you taking the spread though? -6.5.
I think so.
Really?
Dude, Denver is that good.
Do you think they blow out LA? In
they
game
might.
1 in Denver.
They might.
You think LeBron's gonna let that happen?
He might have no other. Dude, Jokic is really good.
Are they gonna sweep the series again?
No.
No.
That I'm confident in. No.
Really?
That's a confident no. It won't be 4-0.
I think it might. I think it could.
I hope.
Fade Pedone. There it is. Yeah, give me the sweep for the Nuggets.
Dude, they're that good.
I think they do it again. I think you're right. I don't think LeBron has what it takes to beat them.
No,
they're too good.
Yeah, it's a brutal, rough round one matchup. Like the Nuggets could very well end up in the finals again. So brutal draw for LA round one. And after this, LeBron watch could be on. Just saying. Let's flip the calendar to Sunday. Dallas Mavericks, LA Clippers. Game's pretty much a pick 'em. This is a 5 versus 4. Clippers were 2-1 against Dallas this year. There's a little bit of that rest versus rust factor in this because Luka and Kyrie were benched to rest the last few games. I personally don't really mind that. And then Kawhi hasn't played at all in the month of April, and he's going to play on Sunday. I think this game has the making of a little bit of a slop fest, kind of like a traditional how we used to be used to. LeBron in round one would use game one as like a feel out game, and it would be really ugly, low scoring, defensive. I like under 224.5 in this one, especially because it's the first game on Sunday. And I think I'm going to go with Dallas on the road. I like Dallas to win this series.
Man, taking an under with Luka and Kyrie, that's a bold move.
And Kawhi and PG.
I will not be going that route.
I think it's going to be sloppy.
But I do think we're going to get round one multiple game 7s.
Yeah, because this is going to be a good one too.
This is another one. To your point, slop fest, slop city. I think this one's going to go game 7. Ryan, you like that? But in this first one, give me the Mavs on the road. I'm not going all home teams. I think Luka and Kyrie get this done.
Same. We both got the Mavs. Let's wrap this thing up. NBA round one, game one playoff preview with the Indiana Pacers. Will go to Milwaukee and play the Bucks. Brutal news for the Bucks. Giannis, he ain't playing in this game.
You surprised on that spread?
No.
Really?
I mean, they still got Dame. They still got Chris Middleton. The Pacers were the kings of the NBA in-season tournament. But what have they done since then? They kind of just flopped around. They started the year really awesome. They definitely cooled down. I'll take the Pacers in game one, though. I think losing Giannis is too big of a deal for Milwaukee. Pacers steal a game on the road with no Greek freak.
Yeah, you talk about a feel-out game for the Bucks.
I mean, you got to just try to keep head above water.
Extremely hard. To go into a matchup, game one, without your star and try to figure it out on the fly. Yeah, I'm with you. Give me the Pacers in a pick 'em. They're taking game one. I think this could go 6 or 7 as well.
It will. And I will say, too, X factor for this series, Pacers very inexperienced. Look at the Bucks. They brought in Pat Bev. That's a dude that's going to just cause issues for Halliburton. You know, he's just going to be in there trying to muck it up the entire series. That's why you get guys like that. That's why the Cavs brought in Tristan Thompson, Marcus Morris, Niang, to muck up these series. And the Bucks have the facilities to do that against Indiana.
Absolutely.
So I do look for that to go long.
I'm with you.
What a show. NBA playoffs are fun.
Playoffs are here.
Make sure you guys download Tipico Sportsbook. Use our promo code BPBETS100. When you bet $25, you're going to get a $100 bet credit on Tipico. Get up to 5% back in cash back on all of your bets.
So much cash back. It's so much fun. Bet with us on Tipico. We'll see you guys next week to reset some of our bets and talk about how these series are going. Until then, see ya.